All right, guys, so we are gonna power hour. The first thing that I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna share screen with you guys and show you if you've never created a list on Facebook. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, but I do believe you have to be on your computer to do that. So we're gonna go to the home screen, and if you go over here to friend lists, do you guys see that? You're gonna click on that. And you're just gonna create a list, call it whatever you want. I can't remember if it forces you to add someone. If it forces you, you can just like add me or something, but I don't think it does. So I have a list here called leads. All right, so you wanna create a list called leads. And then I'm gonna give you guys a prime example. This is a girl that I just talked to for the first time today. I'm gonna go over to her profile. I'm gonna go over to friends, add to another list, and I'm gonna add her to leads. Now, let me explain why I'm gonna do that. So later on, when I want to message all of the people that are hot listed, you know what? I've been using this like notebook where I write them down. I only like to put them in my streak though, if we've like talked goals and I have their email and all that stuff. So long story short, this is kind of a cool way to pull up right off of Facebook everybody who's a lead and watch what's gonna happen. Or let's say I just wanna love on my leads. My entire newsfeed is only gonna be the people that I put into this bucket. Kind of cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can just access them. I can like look at what they're doing, new song for breakfast, just be like, oh, hey, that's awesome. Who's learning. So I can just talk to my leads and not anybody else, okay? And I kind of have it mixed up, coach and customer leads, but you could separate it if you want, totally up to you. And then when they become a customer, you can take them off of the leads list. So I wanted to show you guys that before we get started. I do think you have to be on the computer because I tried to do it on my phone and I wasn't able to figure out how to do it. Now I can add someone to a list on my phone, but creating the list, I think you have, as far as I know, you have to do it on your computer. Okay, so we're gonna totally dive in right now. We're just gonna like set the timer and start working. I'm gonna tell you guys the very first thing that we're gonna do. We are gonna go over to people's birthdays. So I've like dabbled with this before, but I've never been consistent, but I am making a goal today to never miss saying happy birthday in a private message. There's two reasons why. One is it's an excuse to talk to someone and get through everybody on your list, right? Like by the end of the year, you should get through everyone who has a birthday up there. Another reason, you guys, is we are adding so many mutual friends that I've got some weirdos on my page. Like, let's be honest, right? Going through birthdays to clean out my friends list. So if there's just and I've had a few where I'm like, oh my God, what is this person posting? Like, I got to get rid of them. But I don't want to have to wait to find that out. So the best way to clean my friend list is I'm going to hit them for their birthday. And then I look at their profile and I'm like, oh, never mind, cut that one out. So it's a good way to go through your entire friends list.
I always comment on people's pages, but I never thought.
Me too.
Private message. It's so much smarter.
So I heard this girl say it on the Power Hour on the Beachbody Champs page, and she said what she says. And I'm like, that is so genius. So we're going to go on if you're going to go on Facebook, you're going to go on to the three little lines on the right-hand side, and then scroll down to events. And it's actually going to tell you today. It's really, just look through it where it says today in bright red, and then there's a birthday cake picture. And if you click on that birthday cake picture, it's going to have the people whose birthdays are today. You guys, on your computer, it's easier actually. On your computer, you're just going to click events, and then it says birthdays right away. So are you guys all on your computer or your phone?
Computer. I'm on computer.
So computer is actually easier. Computer, you're just going to click on events and it says birthdays right there.
Yep.
So we're going to message the birthdays. It shouldn't take too long unless someone's got like all their friends have a birthday today.
Wait, what was the
I'm going to tell you what the message is.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to say any intro line you want. Like, hey, I saw that it's your birthday today and we're connected. So I wanted to wish you a great day. The key, you can put any intro you want, but I'm going to do something like that. The key is actually the last line needs to be a question. How is your day going? Or do you have any fun plans for today? We want to solicit a conversation, okay? All right, so I've only got 3 people. I don't know how many you guys have. Let's just go ahead and hit them all up. Unless someone's got like 20, then you're not gonna do them all right now. Okay, so I'm gonna hit these people up and just send a little birthday message. Okay, when you're done, just go ahead and look up. I only had 3 people. Oh, someone's chatting with me. Who's that? Hillary's on the challenge where they say, "Oh, that's perfect." I love that. Yes, if it's like a client or a challenger, yes, yes, yes. I love that. Okay, so we hit up the birthdays. Now, what are we going to do with these people, right? Like, so we don't forget about them. Here's the rule on these, okay? If they respond to you, I want you to add them to your leads list. Okay, so these leads are different than like your hot list of people that have, like for me, I add people to streak, or maybe you put them in your notebook when you've talked goals. Now, the reason I want you to add them to your leads is because for the next 2 weeks, we're just gonna love on their posts. If someone responds to you, you're not gonna invite them. They're gonna say, thank you, this is what I have planned for the day. It's like, okay, that person recognized I'm alive. I am going to add them to my leads list so that in the next couple of weeks, when I look through their posts, I'm just going to love on their posts and just kind of like start warming them up, right? Taking them from cold to warm to earn that invite, okay? And what she says is, in that training, where is it? Yeah, so it's people that you've already warmed in the previous processes. Then you're going to send an invite and simply share your excitement for your upcoming group, right? That's really what it is just, here's what it is. She says, wait at least 10 to 12 days before inviting to get really effective. In between those days, start liking and commenting on their posts from time to time. Would this be true even if they are not our target market? Explain a little bit more. What's not your target market?
Well, I mean, I'm connected to a lot of people that I was connected to, living in the city 10 years ago that are DJs in the city that, like, to be honest with you, I know are never going to be in our challenge group.
Probably not then. If it's someone that you're like, yeah, no.
Do you know what I'm saying? And so then it's like,
for sure. Yeah.
I always say happy birthday to everybody just because why not?
Why not?
But like, but I don't know that I'm necessarily going to invest time loving on somebody who
No.
I'm at this point where I'm like, I'm not really going to focus on people who I know.
If you know for sure they're like not your target market.
I mean, you never know, but at the end of the day, like I don't really target 1 men and 2 men that aren't.
Oh
like,
yeah, I should clarify. I would not put any guy through this process because it's just.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say happy birthday to a guy friend, but I'm not putting him through my process because I just don't even, to be honest, like it's not my target market. Yeah. So good question. Okay. So then if they respond, we're going to add them to the leads list. And then that way we can go through that news feed in the next couple of weeks and just kind of love on those people and then earn that invite. Okay. All right. Next step is we're going to go to the page of someone. So take a minute and think about this. Go to the page of someone that you admire that has nothing to do with Beachbody yet. Like maybe there's someone you've talked to about it, but right this minute, they are not a customer or a coach. Go to their page. So I got to think of someone. Let's see. Someone I admire that has nothing to do with Beachbody.
And this is not a lead?
Nope, nothing to do with it. Yep, not a lead, nothing. Just go to that person's page. They actually could be a customer now that I think about it. They could, as long as like, let's say it's a customer with another MLM that's not going to move forward with us. That's fine. But definitely not a coach.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to go to their page and you're going to see if they have their friends open. Okay. You do need to find someone whose friends are not hidden. So keep looking and find someone whose friends are not hidden.
Okay.
Okay. And we are going to add 5 people, just 5. If you do more, then they're going to like, hey, why'd you add all my friends?
Yeah.
So just add 5 people off of their page. I'm literally still looking for someone who doesn't have their friends hidden. So pick 5 people off their page and add them. Finally. Okay. Okay. Did you guys do all that?
Yep.
Awesome. Now, if you were doing a power hour on your own, you could keep doing this with like 5 people, 10. Let's say you're trying to add 20 people today, right? Like, so keep doing it, but go to someone's page that you admire, and that kind of opens up like brand new avenues for you. Okay. Now we are going to connect with intention. So what we're going to do is I know all of you guys do a lot of the, hey, thank you for liking my post, right? We all do a ton of those. We're going to do something a little bit different right now. Go to your Facebook page or Instagram. You could do this on either one. And I want you to go to your last 2 to 3 posts or the last 2 to 3 that you did a few days ago that have built enough like likes or comments on them, and find some of those people and go to their page and return the favor. So we're not going to message them. We're just going to return the favor. We're going to go to their page and love on them. And obviously you have to like filter through all the people that are already our clients and stuff, right?
Okay, so this is not current like customers.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, not really.
That gets tricky.
I know, yeah. Okay, so you're gonna like or comment on their post. If they commented on yours, try to comment on one of theirs. Mm-hmm. And the cool thing is, if you have been doing your hey girl messages, like, hey, thanks for the love, now you're in front of them a couple more ways, right? Mm-hmm.
How many people are we doing this to?
Let's just do 5 right now.
Yeah.
Okay. But I want to just show you guys like how easy it is. Sometimes I get really stuck in a power hour only messaging people that have liked or commented, and then I run out of people. But I think this gives us other things to do that are actually very effective. Because now we're just like returning the love.
You got paper toast in your jammies? Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Clean it up, Susie.
This is also a really good method, especially because a lot of people don't check their Facebook messages.
Yeah.
But then we can try and get in front of them a different way. So I'm going to do one more. And if you can think of a question, that's even better. Okay. Let me know when you guys are done with that. So what's really cool, guys, I just had one of the birthday people that I've like never talked to before ever. I don't even know who this person is. Just wrote me back and she's like, thank you so much, Smiley. I'm hanging out with a family. Like now I'm just going to put her on my radar, which is really cool because I think the biggest issue we all run into is getting new blood on our radar. We have 3,000 friends and yet, or whatever, like I feel like that's my problem. I've got so many people I'm connected to and I get seeing people on my radar every single day, right? Like, so this can give us a chance to get a lot of new blood. Okay, are you guys return the favor on 5 people? Okay, so the next step, we're gonna go to IG. Can you guys all go to your IG right now? Okay, we're gonna go to IG stories. And I want you to click on 5 people's stories that are not Beachbody customers or coaches. Try to find them. And we're going to give them some love on their stories. So find 5 people that are not already working with us and try to give them some love on their stories. This is a little tough because a lot of my people that do stories are you guys. But I just found one, so. Okay. So 5 people. get one more. I'm gonna mute you, Stace. Well, actually, I think it might be Janelle. I'm gonna mute. Okay, and you guys can unmute if you have a question. Okay, I got my 5. Now, something else to think about too, especially if you've been doing this for a while, like Stacy, if you have a customer from like a year ago, by all means, treat them as a brand new person. Why not? You know, as long as they don't hate us. Okay, so when you're done doing those 5 IG story, passing the love, and you could totally do that on Facebook too, by the way. It doesn't matter. Hi, Avery. Hey, kiddo. Oh my God, even our bedhead is like beautiful.
Oh, I know, right?
What are the chances Todd and I are gonna have a little redhead?
You want to see what she's wearing? Look at this.
Avery, do you just not like pants? No pants?
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my God. She's in high.
All right, you guys, so let's go to the next step. The next thing on the Power Hour list would be the Hey Girl messages, which I'm not going to have you do because I'd be shocked if you guys aren't all caught up or like you're not doing those already. I feel like those are the ones that are the one, you know, that I always do. Would you guys agree, right? Like the girls, the people that like your posts, like we're all over that. Aw, you're so cute, Hillary. I think that's for Avery. Yep, it is. Okay, so then I love how she describes, I think a lot of the times, especially like with newer coaches, but even with us, we struggle on like, when do you invite? And she explained this in her Power Hour and I loved it. She says, you look for cracks. So the general rule is you invite people that you've warmed up, right? Like you've warmed them up enough. And I think adding them to that leads, or if you're on IG, just like keeping a list, then you are going to invite the people after a couple weeks that you've been warming up. But then at the same time, you look for cracks in the conversation. And you guys know, you guys know what those not butt cracks. I'm like sitting here talking about cracks. Like, no joke, that's what's written on this paper, I swear. Like, that was not because Avery made me think of cracks, although it was perfect. Garrett's like, we got to get her out of this call. Okay. So, you know, when they, like, for example, when you Facebook message someone and they're like, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, your health and fitness pictures are so inspiring. I really wish I could do something like that. Then you're not going to wait 2 weeks. You're going to go ahead and talk about it, right? Okay. So I'm going to send this. It's been 30 minutes. In a full Power Hour, we could keep going. Do you guys want to keep going? Booked an hour. Let's do some more invites. Okay. So what you would do, though, is you would spend more time in these areas. Like birthdays, you just can't do anymore. You could, the 5 new connects. Let's go through all these again. The connect with intention and then the go watch 5 stories. So let's go back and look at 5 more people that we admire. So let's add 25, or no, let's do 3 more people. 3 more people that we admire and add 5 friends from each one of them right now.
Okay.
Okay, so find 5 more people that you admire.
Bunch of let's go to your room. Okay, let's do it over here.
All right, found a good one. Don't do more than 5 of the same person, I would say. Okay, so 3 people. All right, you guys almost done? 3 people? Okay. Let's go back and do some connect with intention. So the people that liked your last 3 or 4 Facebook or IG posts, you could do Facebook or IG. Let's go back and look at their posts and just comment, like, that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. My cat is such an asshole, you guys. Or, oops, sorry. I have kids there. Such a jerk. Okay. So we are gonna connect or return the favor, compliment, ask a question, whatever you like.
I feel like this part takes a lot longer because
I know that you have to go back and like look at the post. And
well, and also just because people are commenting or liking your stuff doesn't mean that they're actually active or posting things of their own. And so I feel like it's kind of hard because
and then keep past those people.
Yeah, because if their last post was like in December, I feel like a creeper. I'm like, hey,
yeah, move back, move on from those. I agree. Find some nuggets, but move on from those ones. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. The other thing is though, on IG, I'm doing it on IG right now. It's actually a little bit more effective because people post on IG more. So I feel like this one specifically, the return the favor, is a little bit easier on IG. And it's forcing me to talk to more people on IG, which sometimes I don't know where to start. And this allows me to just like click on my IG likes and then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, honestly, go IG with this one. There's so many more opportunities.
Yeah, it's way easier, I think.
Yeah, for this one, you're gonna, because actually everybody I've clicked on has a very recent post. Where Facebook, you're totally right. I feel like a creeper. And you know what? It's actually really helped me, like now that I'm doing it, like there's people that have liked my pictures that I don't even follow. Like they must have just seen it pop up through a hashtag or something. I'm like, oh my God, I would have never even realized it if I hadn't taken this step. And now I can go to their page and like and comment and maybe get them to follow. Well, they're not even following me. They must have just seen my picture and liked it. And that connection would have been lost forever if I don't go and do something about it.
How do you know they're not following you?
Because it would say follow back when I went to their page.
Oh.
And it just says follow, but it doesn't say follow back. So I'm not going to follow that. Well, I could follow them actually. I probably should, but I'm also going to go to their posts and like comment on a couple of them. But it's someone that like took a moment to like my post who doesn't even follow me.
Yeah, got it.
Back. Because it kind of goes along with what I did last.
Hold on, Jen, I can't hear you. Okay, now I can. It was really low.
I don't even know what you heard, but for those people to get them to follow me, like if they're not following me, but I go to their page like this girl and she's like, oh,
yeah,
and I'm loving on her stuff or whatever. It helps to do this part to love on their stuff, then you get their attention. But then in a few days, those are the people that once you love on their stuff and then you comment and you ask a question, a lot of times that's when they follow you back. And then as soon as they follow me back, that's when they get that message like, hey girl, thanks so much for the love.
Yeah.
But I don't always wait for them to follow me back. Sometimes if they just like the post, I'll follow them, message them. Hey girl, thanks so much for the like.
I guess you're right because they liked your post, so there's no need
to have so much in common. As soon as you say
right,
then they go and then they follow you. And if they don't,
yeah, then who cares? You got rid of them.
That's kind of what I've been doing.
Actually, that makes a lot of sense. If they liked your post, there's no reason. That's true. We should just
send them a message. You have to follow them to message them, but usually once you follow them, they kind of, if you're loving on them, they'll return it.
Yeah, that's actually really smart. If they liked my picture, why not? Yeah, I like that actually.
Do you guys not feel like the people that are liking your stuff on Instagram are businesses or people that I think that's like my confusion with Instagram is I never feel like I have legitimate people to talk to.
It has to do with your hashtags. So like if you find that you're only getting a lot of like business oriented or other coaches, it might be that you're using the same hashtags as coaches use for it. And I just had to mix up my hashtags to get different types, like the type of people I wanted to follow me.
Huh.
So I just played around with hashtags for a few weeks to kind of get it because I was doing like Fit Mom a lot. Of course, that's like all coaches that are going to follow you.
Yeah. I feel like I have pretty good hashtags and I change them up a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you'll find by whoever likes your post, that'll usually be connected with, especially business people. Like if I was using business hashtags, like working moms, like
Yeah.
this thing.
I think I just feel like in general, Instagram is so much more, people are on there for a purpose versus Facebook, they're on there for social. Like, I feel like there's so much more of like, everybody's on there to promote themselves when it comes to Instagram, whereas Facebook is like, I'm just putting stuff out there and my parents want to see pictures of my kids. And like, maybe that's just where I live, but I have a much harder time finding people on Instagram that aren't already like geared towards something with like an
I
intention.
think you have to dig for them, because you're totally correct that there are so many of them. But if you dig enough, like I think there's actually more on Instagram. And I feel the same way. Like it's hard to find them, but every now and then you just get some. Because here's the thing, Instagram actually has more users now in our age group that we want. If we look at like our age group and women in our age group that we want, Instagram is higher, but we just have to get to them. Excuse me. And I think it does go back to like what Jen said is the average user that's not in it for business purposes doesn't know the right hashtags. So they're not using the hashtags we're thinking of. And we just have to find those the ones that are not popular at all.
Location too, that helps. Like if you think if my area is like the same and you don't want to follow like that type, start pinning or tagging your location a lot more, because then you can click and it will say follow us from that location. You can click on that and then it will show you all. You can pick any location. So maybe try different, like completely different states, and you'll get a different market.
Okay.
By the way, doing this process right now on IG has shown me a lot of normal accounts that are following me that I didn't even realize. Like they're not even, like they have like 200 followers. Like they're not business accounts at all. And they're following me. And I'm like, who is this person? So I think I've been totally like missing out. Like this girl, only 115 followers, private account, like definitely not a business, who apparently follows me and is liking my post. And I had no idea, you know? So it's like, I'm missing out on all these people because I wasn't doing this. And then also some businesses like follow, like this girl does eyebrows, you know? Well, so what if she does eyebrows? Like that has nothing to do with us. I totally will. And it's not even an MLM. So anyways, okay. So I think this one, for the give the love back on Instagram works well. And then what you can do afterwards is do that next step. How many people that you commented on their stories have already commented you back?
Probably like 5 or 6 so far.
Right? Me too. I'm shocked. It takes a lot longer to get a response back on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Did you guys get, Stacey, Jen, Hillary, did you guys get any response?
I got one.
Yeah? Okay, so let's respond back to our stories. One was, how did you find me? That's funny. Okay. I have it.
Workout done. She usually makes a story when she does her workout, and I was like, "Oh, which one did you do?" And she's like, "Went to the YMCA." I'm like, nice. But what would you say, kind of as a like, you know, we're missing you in the groups, like you need to get back in the, and not like you need to get back in, but she's.
Oh, this is a challenger.
Yeah. She's not active in it. She's just kind of like MIA.
Is it the 21 day or the 80 day?
21 day.
And what was her story that she posted? Was it fitness related?
Yeah, she had just gone to the YMCA, so I was like,
oh, okay. So I would just be like, that's awesome. That's awesome.
but just to kind of be like, we miss you.
Totally missing you in the challenge group. Do you want to get started again with us on Monday? Just say like that. Yeah, totally missing you. Do you want to get started again with us on Monday? That's what I would say.
Yeah, I was like, why is this so complicated?
I know.
I didn't like want to call her out. Like, what the heck? Where you been?
No, I know. Like, because that's what we do. We like stalk you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So we did that. We did we did some more stories. We connected with intention. Like I said, it says the Hey Girl. Do you guys even have any Hey Girls left? You could do them off Instagram, right? If you have any new ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull the timer. We've got 10 minutes left of the hour. Do you guys see how, like, even for a brand new coach, this would be pretty easy to follow, right? Like, send birthday, send this. Like, it doesn't feel as difficult. Awesome, Hillary. Yeah, as difficult as just like, hey, message people. So I'm going to type it up and kind of like have a format, do this, do this, do this. Because I think sometimes with a lot, and not even just a newer coach, even for me, I sometimes like, I feel like inviting can be such a pain, but if I had like little blocks of 10 minutes do this, 10 minutes do this, it's a lot easier mentally than just diving into this big pool of talk to people.
I think it's important to emphasize, especially to our newer coaches, how much like building the relationship is important versus just inviting. I think like as a new coach, it sounds like what you're supposed to do is just approach people and say, do you want to do a challenge group with me? Like that's it. And it's so much more than that. And so this is a really good way of.
Carl said it at NLC. He's like, when we put invite into the, the vital behaviors, we really should have said connect, attract, invite. Because here we are saying like do all these invites, but it's kind of hard to just like wake up and start inviting people, especially when you're brand new and you've got like family and friends. That's one thing, but then later on as you're trying to build your business, you're like, who do I invite? And so this process allows us to really like find a reason to connect, right? We're connecting with people, just loving on people's stories, birthday messages. I think it's going to give us a lot more new people that we can attract this way and not feel lost as to like, I don't even know who to talk to. Like I've exhausted everybody that's talking to me and I have nobody else. Now, did that help? Oh, you're muted. You're muted, my dear. Okay, you're back.
Sorry. My child was screaming earlier.
That's okay.
I put him down for a snap. Yes, that's super helpful because like I look through my friends list on Instagram and Facebook and like probably like 70 to 80% of them I haven't talked to in like a year or more. And it's just like I have trouble just being like, hey, do you wanna buy something from me? I know that's not how we
do. Like that's the last thing I want you to do anyways.
Like it takes a while to connect with people, and I think that's like something like, I mean, you guys are great and you taught me that from the beginning, but yeah, definitely for new people. I think it's just like, I don't know. You definitely need to connect with them first.
Awesome, you guys. I'm glad that it was helpful. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll type up like a little one pager. And then that way we can kind of like hand it. And I don't even want to just say new because I think it helps me too, just to like try these new methods out. You guys all good? All right. What's the date today? We've got 4 more days of the month and 4 more days on that promo. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, $10, but hey, it's $10. And it's a promo.
I messaged all my people the other day that were like on the edge. I was like, hey, I just wanted to remind you we're still running the $10 off special. And I'm like, it's not much, but hey, it's $10. So
yeah.
I just say, hey, here's the deal. You have less than a week otherwise you're going to pay $10 more. Like it's the same thing. You're going to pay $10 more if you decide to start in a week.
and they're not going to do this. They've never seen the promo before. By the way, one thing that's worked for me that I wanted to share with you guys, did you see my popcorn post that I did? Like the most simple post in the whole world.
Popcorn.
By the way, that's a picture from San Francisco when we lived there. That's how old that is. But I was like,
what? That's delicious. Is that on my snack list?
It's on 21 Day Fix list. It is on 21 Day Fix. I don't think it's on 80 Day. But that picture was from San Francisco. But I remember it being really popular when I used it a while back. So I reposted it, and I got a ton of people that commented. So I messaged them all, and I said, hey, I hope you had a chance to make that popcorn. If you haven't, trust me, it's so easy. And I did invite, there's been people that have liked my stuff, but I've never talked to before. And I was like, by the way, if you're ever interested, I do run these health and fitness groups. Let me know if you'd want more info. 2 people wrote back this morning and said, yes, I want that girl that I just added to my leads list. So recipe posting can be very successful if you follow up. And I do feel like, especially if it's a clean recipe, like the people that are going to comment are thinking about eating cleaner. And so you can message them and then use that as an invite reason.
I feel like I get more comments on my food posts than anything else.
Totally same. Like,
I'm like,
people are gonna want to see more food. Like I think that, and then you post food, and they're like, "This is so awesome." Because I think people get sick of it. They don't.
And I didn't even withhold the recipe. I just put it in there. I was like, "Here's how you make it." But I had a good number of people that commented on it, and so I was able to message the ones that are not current clients or anything like that. Like I said, 2 people showed interest that are new on my radar, right?
Here's the reality: everybody eats. Yeah. Everybody eats, and everybody wants
with eating. Even if you eat clean, we get so bored of our crap. Think about it, right? Totally. I'm always interested when someone posts what they're eating, because I'm like, oh, she decided to have that vegetable, which I haven't. It's not on my rotation list because I get stuck on the same thing. So I can't tell you how many of your food posts I save because I just want inspiration and ideas.
Makes sense.
Yeah, so people love it. People love food posts. And to me, if you're specifically doing a clean food post, like how to clean something, and you get people commenting, then it's totally acceptable to invite them because they're already thinking in that direction. And I didn't even say hey, do you have any fitness? I was just like, I really hope you enjoy the recipe. By the way, if you're ever interested, it was really low key. I do run these online health and fitness groups with more recipes like this one. If you're interested, I can tell you more. All right, you guys, let's have a fabulous end of the month. So good to see your pretty faces. And Hillary, even though I couldn't see it, I imagined your amazing hair on the call. All right, you guys. I know I like hanging out group too. We'll do more of these. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.